Hey guys. She wants out. Come on. Come on. Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, laying in bed last night while my idiot neighbors from Florida are up here supposed to be hunting were playing their freaking music so loud I could hear it in my bedroom. Saying that, I have a spray foamed house. It's very, very quiet. I barely tell when a vehicle goes by unless it's extremely loud. And I could have danced in the house last night to their music, but either way, I'm laying in the bed trying to go to sleep till they finally stopped around 11. And I'm sitting there thinking, I've got to get them chicken pens cleaned out. So I'm going to put the camera on time lapse and work on this pen. I'm not saying I'm gonna get it done all in one shot. I'll be pausing and starting and stopping and all that. Y'all probably won't be able to tell it, but that's my plan anyway. I want to get this thing cleaned out pretty good and then move on to the next one if I still have enough energy. I've had that bug going around for the last few days and really haven't done much of anything but drink, eat a little bit and drink a lot, trying to stay hydrated. So anywho, let me get to work. Well, I may not use that little bit of footage of hyperlapse, but from being sick for 2.5, 3 days, not eating much and trying to drink enough fluids, just keep getting dehydrated. All I've eaten today is breakfast. It takes it out of you shoveling this stuff. And I'm just blaming it on the sickness. How about that? Can't talk to y'all in hyper mode, so I don't know how well you can see, but I'm taking out about 4 to 5, maybe 6 inches of composted poop and food and, you know, dirt and all that. The dirt down 4 inches down is all hard and damp. So that would be really good soil to start a garden bed with, but you've got to let it compost a little while because chicken turkey manure is hot and you got to weaken it down a little bit, let it compost. So this is going to be great dirt to mix with some topsoil, potting soil, mulch, whatever, to fill all my raised beds and grow bags with when I'm ready to. And I didn't show y'all, but I got my little red wagon. It's a dump wagon that you pull behind a mower or something, except my zero-turn Kubota doesn't have a hitch on the back. Might have to figure out how to get one on there, but I just pulled it by hand and put it in here. But anyway, right now I'm about a third of the way full. I think it's 10 cubic yards, maybe more, I don't know. It's been around a long time, I know that. Show y'all what I'm talking about. This dark soil is still got a little moisture in it versus this stuff on top that they're scratching around on. I don't know how much difference y'all can tell on camera, but the stuff on top is real light, fluffy, got a lot of straw and all that stuff in it. And I'm throwing it out into the wagon behind the camera, so. But this darker stuff is what you really want. That's the stuff that's going to help you the most. Not as easy as it looks. It's definitely not the easiest stuff to get up. If I was just shoveling a pile of sand or something, it'd be a whole different story. But breaking it loose from the ground and then breaking it up to get it on the shovel, a lot more work involved than it looks. That's only 1/4. And really not even a whole quarter yet. Y'all remember when I started, this rollaway nesting box tray was laying, touching the ground. Now it's 6 inches from the ground. Maybe that'll help them want to lay in it. I don't know. The 3 that decided to stay over here haven't started laying yet. The 2 that moved to Sue's pen, the next pen in the middle, they're laying. I'm getting 1 or 2 eggs every day. That's gonna be a heavy wagon. Oh my goodness. About this point is when you go, what were you thinking, dummy? Well, I was thinking I don't have a wheelbarrow anymore. I just haven't moved it up the priority list to buying a new one. And the one I had years ago, Megs took with her, it had the 2 wheels on it. That was the good kind. You don't have to balance it. It'll sit there and let you load it. Haven't seen it since, so. See, breaking off 2-inch pieces is pretty easy. Breaking up that 4 to 5-inch stuff, it takes a little back muscle. Ooh, goodness gracious. A lot more work than you think. Holy crap. Well, my back's cramping, so I'm probably overdoing it. No, I'm overdoing it. It's dropping 6 to 8 inches up under the roost. It's a lot, y'all. But get them back down to relatively fresh dirt. When you get down to the real dirt, it doesn't break up like this compacted stuff on top does. So you know you've hit the real dirt when you've gotten down there. And I can tell you I haven't reached the bottom of the metal yet. So I'm probably another inch or two away from hitting the bottom, which is close enough for me. Whew. Couple of years worth of straw and feed and poop and all of that building up on top of that dirt is going to make it some good strong fertilizer. You're going to have to break it up and mix it in and water it well before you plant to help it not be so dadgum hot to the plants. Otherwise it'll burn your plants up. Y'all see that? That was 6 inches thick. Well, there goes a baby mouse. There goes another baby mouse. We'll throw them out there in the yard with the turkeys and the chickens. I bet there's more than two. Whew. They'll tongue down into this fertilizer bed, whatever you want to call it, and make them a burrow in there that the chickens can't get to them. They come out at night and eat the feed that's on the ground, and they'll even get up in the feeder and eat. Y'all know mice and rats are not a healthy thing to have. It's the first time I've ever seen them in my chicken pens, by the way. But I bet you when they find them out there in the yard in just a few minutes, I think they already have. Nope, I see one. They'll find it. When they do, that'll be a snack for them. right now I'm kind of envious of R&W Farmstead with those gorilla carts he's using. I don't have one. This thing's about, I don't know, 50% bigger. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to move it. It's only got 2 wheels, so. Whew, my back is cramping. I need to finish right here so I can get the feeder put back up. Well, they found the mouse. I see the gray one out there running with it. Hang on. I got a charger plugged into the phone because my battery was low. Out there. She's running around with that mouse, that baby mouse in her mouth. But show y'all what I've got done. We're 6 inches off the ground up under the feeder. Hard to tell on camera, but we are. But this is the cart I'm talking about. That's a lot. My plan is to dump it back there where I've got that little pile started where I was clearing the property line, and eventually just mix all that together and make my raised bed soil out of it. Whew. All right, I'm gonna pause this, see if I can get that trailer moved and unloaded. Okay, that was the first load. Around and put it back in the tripod. I got it aimed real low so y'all can see the ground and what I'm doing. One of the egg-laying Easter eggers, the gray one in the middle with Sue, flew over the fence when I got over there with the wagon. Both the Easter eggers and Sue freaked out when they got close to the wagon or when I got close to them. She flew over the fence, so now she's behind the pins back here scratching around. I'm gonna wait till it's about roosting time. See if she don't start wanting to come back this way. I ain't gonna go chase her when I don't have to. I think she'll come back. I know one thing. I'm not going to fill that wagon that full. Whew, that was a job dumping that thing. A job dumping it. And a job rolling it down there. Balancing it all the way. I spilled a little bit twice. I had to stop and get up. Okay, remind me not to do this again. Goodness gracious. Now 30 or 40, this would have been nice. No big deal. Before I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Golly, my back and legs are telling me to stop. Oh. All right, that is almost half of it. The deep stuff. I've got to finish up under the roost right over here. Over there. It's hard to get to up under that roost. And I'm not going to take it loose just so I can get there. So it just has to be a little bit more. Y'all look how far that is from the ground. It's at least 4 to 5, if not 6 inches lower than it was when I started. Woo! Fiberglass shovel handle was creaking on that one. There's another baby mouse. I figured I'd find some more. Whew. Jason at Cog Hill Farm. A lot of people call him the dancing farmer. In his older videos, he used to do a lot of dancing. He does a little bit now, but not much. But the man can dance. I ain't got a dancing bone in my body. I can be the DJ though. But I think I just invented a new move right here. We're gonna call it the wobble. Cause doggone, when I stop, my head's wobbling. I bet Jason at Cog Hill Farm will make the wobble look a lot better. Well, there's a big old grub. They'll enjoy that too. It's as big as a baby mouse. Oh, they done found the... No, they ain't found it. It's still there. Let me see if I can help them find that mouse. Well, the gray and brown hen got the mouse, the baby mouse. Can't say nothing about the grub. I can't even see it myself when I threw it out there. Look at all the red worms down there, and I mean wigglers. Goodness gracious. We'll see if y'all can see that on camera. Look at all those worms on top. Can y'all see that? I see it in the camera. I can't see the worms, but that means that's some good soil. Well, I know where to come dig if I get in a bad need for worms for fishing. they'll be down there. Because they still hundreds. Whew, ain't no telling how many I cut with the shovel, but it don't matter. Almost got that big old piece to come loose in. Yeah, it's moving. Now what the... Well, I can feel the blisters on my hands. I didn't put gloves on. I just don't like wearing gloves. Those of you that might say something about wearing a mask, I smoke too much and I have COPD. I can't wear a mask. Then you will see me doing the wobble, falling out from lack of oxygen. By the way, I'm working on the smoking thing, trying to cut it way back. I figure if I can cut it back enough, maybe I'll be able to quit down the road. All right, all I got left is the front third. Oh yeah, I done took the hide off of it too. Okay. They'll enjoy that. Get in here and dig and scratch for those worms, and they will enjoy it. I'm gonna dump their water because I've got dirt and poop and stuff in it. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty good blister there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I already took the hide off of it. That's one good thing about having that stroke a year ago. I'm not near as sensitive to pain and things. Like on my left side, I can be stung by a wasp, and I'm terrified of those things, y'all. I can be stung by a wasp and it doesn't hardly even hurt. On the right side, oh yeah, it's gonna make me run you over to get away, but lost a little bit of that sensitivity, so. Chris Haven with Survival Dispatch News. I watch his videos and he's out there training every day on his backyard little training range. I don't get to go to my range every day. First of all, I couldn't afford the 1,000 rounds of ammo a week because I don't dry fire much. I real fire. But this right here, if it ain't a workout, we're doing something wrong. This will test your legs, your back, your arms, your hands. All of that. I need to go get my pulse oxygen or whatever you call that thing. Check my heart rate. I guarantee you I'm at 140. And I'll still hit a 6-inch plate at 100 yards. Whew. All right, the water's filled back up. All right, I got just a little over a quarter left. And guys, I'm freaking tired. In my brain, laying in the bed last night, I had delusions of grandeur. I was going to do this one and the middle one and then go knock out the third one. But, woohoo! My body says, you fool, you ain't going to finish the first one. My mind says, don't stop, get it done. And my body, my legs, and my back especially, and the blister on my hands, are saying, you need to stop, boy, or you gonna pay for it tonight. Well, I told y'all I've been sick. I've had that bug going around that makes everything run right through you, and I've been to the bathroom so many times in the last 2.5 days I can't count it. Poop and water, if y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you've had it. Or if you haven't, it's coming. Either way, I've been drinking water and tea. I hadn't been eating much, but I've been trying to keep fluids in to keep them getting dehydrated. And I've done drank a quart of pickle juice, trying to keep from losing all the potassium and salt in my body so I don't cramp up. But, I'm probably going to drink another half a quart tonight. Yeah, I put the feeder back too soon. I'm spilling feed. Whew. This one's only got the 3 chickens and the 4 turkeys. It lasts 2 to 3 days before it needs feed. Whew, oh my goodness. The turkeys eat a lot more. But the middle pen with Sue, and he's got 5 Rhode Island Reds and the 2 Easter eggers. Theirs last 3 or 4 days before it's out. That last pen with 9 Rhode Island Reds, 3 that I hatched, that's 12. 10 black sex link, that's 22. 3 I got from Matt is 25. And Junior, that's 26 chickens over there. I feel like I'm missing something. But either way, at least 26 down there. I have to fill that feeder every day. It ain't empty, but it's down at the bottom every day. 10-pound feeder every day. And that's why, like Japan Ham told me to rotate the chickens into the fruit orchard so they all get some grass. I would do that, but there's so many in that last pen, if I leave them locked up, they'll completely empty that feeder every single day. And it's 95% empty already. So them getting grass and eggs, bugs and all that stuff helps on the feed bill a little bit. All right, let's see if I can get this up. Still seeing little red wigglers. If y'all don't follow Survival Dispatch News on Rumble, you need to. You'll hear the truth of what this country is going through right now. All right, I got company. I'm gonna pause it for a minute. Oh, all right, guys. As you can see, the high today was supposed to be in the mid 80s. I think 87. Any higher than that, now say upper 80s. But the humidity's 70% or something like that. It's not as bad as it has been. But in here working the shovel, breaking the compost stuff up and shoveling it up and loading it and all that, it's a workout. I still got this front less than a third. It's about a quarter total. I'm gonna try to make myself go ahead and get it done, but I'm not gonna put any more on that trailer, on that wagon. I've got to go unload it because I like to not have been able to get it last time. So excuse the cigarette. I'll be back. All right. You see how low I went below that water, or that water was 4 inches deep. So I'm at least four, a little over there. All this in the back, I got close to 6. If I come down here, maybe you can see the height that I got up under that nesting box. So it's a whole lot more. This thing was almost touching the ground. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna have to do. You can tell there's a little hump right here. That's where I was talking about I could go a couple more inches, but I don't have it in me. So I dumped 2 full ones, and this one's a little over half. And I'll put it down there with that pile I started, and it'll get rained on and breaking down some more and mixed in and be used when I get the raised beds made. So it'll be good by the time I'm ready to plant. Definitely don't plant directly in it when you first harvest this stuff. It's way too hot. But I believe I'm gonna try it. Now normally I have a 2x4 down here that's halfway up that waterer, and now it's 1.5 inches below it. And the reason I do that is when I put the baby chicks in here, they can stand on that board and reach over and get water. But I have to put quart jars or something in here. They'll be all right. All right, guys. I'm not going to show you me going to dump this thing, but I am going to go dump it. And as you can tell, that was a lot of work. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I've got a lot of editing on this one to make it into a viewable video for y'all. A lot of editing, because I think I've got over 2 hours worth of filming to make this thing up, and I've got to cut a lot of that out or speed it up to where it's not 2 hours. Anywho, I appreciate you guys watching. Remember what I've always told you. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.